What political maneuvering led to the Berlin Wall's construction? Imagine a city split in two, with families torn apart overnight. That's what happened in Berlin in 1961, but how did it get to that point? The story begins right after World War II, when Berlin was divided into four sectors controlled by the United States, the United Kingdom, France, and the Soviet Union. East Berlin and East Germany, backed by the Soviets, faced a big problem. Many East Germans were leaving for West Berlin and West Germany, seeking freedom and better jobs. This mass migration threatened East Germany's stability and control. East German leader Walter Ulbricht wanted to stop this flow of people. He believed building a physical barrier was the only way to keep his citizens from leaving. But he needed approval from the Soviet Union's leader, Nikita Khrushchev. At first, Khrushchev hesitated, worried about provoking the West. He feared that building a wall might escalate tensions and lead to conflict. However, during the 1961 Vienna summit, US President John F. Kennedy's words gave Khrushchev confidence. Kennedy said the United States would not actively oppose a barrier in Berlin, which made Khrushchev think he could act without risking a major confrontation. Seeing this, Ulbricht pushed for the construction of a wall. On August 12, 1961, he signed the order to close the border. The next night, barbed wire was put up, cutting off West Berlin from East Berlin and East Germany. The Soviet army moved divisions closer to Berlin to show strength and deter any Western interference. Tensions rose quickly, leading to the famous confrontation at Checkpoint Charlie later that year. The goal was clear: stop the refugee flow, stabilize East Germany, and assert control. This political move was part of a bigger struggle between Soviet communism and Western democracy. The wall became a symbol of the Cold War, physically dividing East and West Berlin for nearly 30 years. It reflected the intense rivalry and fears of the superpowers. The construction of the Berlin Wall was not just a local event but a key moment in global geopolitics, showing how political decisions could shape history and everyday lives. It was a dramatic act of power, a clear message that the Cold War was very much alive and that Berlin was at its heart.